welcome to day 3 of solving LeetCode problems on Tom Hire by FANG company. Today we're going to be solving 2285 maximum total importance of roads. Okay, so this is a medium problem. You're given an integer n denoting the number of cities in a country, and the cities are numbered from 0 to n-1. You're also given a 2D integer array roads where roads I equals A and B denotes that there exists a bidirectional road connecting cities A and B. And you need to assign each city with an integer value from 1 to n, where each value can only be used once. The importance of the road is then defined as the sum of the values of the two cities it connects, and return the maximum total importance of all the roads possible after assigning the values optimally. Okay, so yeah, I can see that. Here if we have, for example, 5 cities, we can basically assign any value from 1 to n, and we would just sum them up. Just thinking here that to do that, we just need to assign the maximum value that we have available to the node that is connected, that has the most roads, right? So for example, this one that has 1, 2, 3, and 4 roads, that means it's going to appear 4 times. So we want to sum it up as much as possible. And this should be the biggest value there is, which in this case, this would be 5. Then 4 indeed is the one that has 3 routes. And well, to do that, again, if we have just a lot of edges, we could simply just have an array or even just create a hash map in which we would have the count of all of the values, have them basically sorted. Once we have all of the values from the hash map, right, we can basically sort them out and basically sum the values. I believe this approach would work, in which, again, just to clarify, we would need a hash map in which we would just have the count of all of our values. And once we have this, we could have it in a sorted order fashion. We could insert them, let's say, into a heap. And that would lead us to get this algorithm working. So let's just try to code it up here real quick. So we have a hash map, right? And we could just iterate through roads. So for AB in roads, we're simply going to do here hash map at A plus equal 1, and the same for B. And just to make it a little easier, we could actually import default dict. So once we have this, we could simply start inserting them into a heap. For that, we will also need to import heap, right? Then we would just need to insert all of these values. So for key in hash map, we would just need to put them into the array, so heap. And from there on now, we would basically need to just start summing up. And just to have it in a sorted type manner, we could just have it here as a negative. And once we have from the max to the minimum, we could just start iterating. First create our variable. Once we have it, we could simply do while heap and heap q dot heap pop. Our heap value, we're going to multiply it with the amount of items that there are in heap. So we're going to have n equals length of heap. We're going to have it like that, and this we're going to multiply it times n. So res is going to be equal to that, and simply we're going to decrease n in the end. And hopefully we can just return res and we would be able to have the result. Let's see if this works. Of course, we might need to do the negative value of res. Okay, so wrong answer. Of course, because we already have n. So since we already have n, we can just leave it like this. And there it is. We have successfully done this LeetCode problem. It beats around 56% of users, and memory-wise around 26%. Probably they didn't use a hash map. But anyway, I feel very comfortable with that solution.